Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to a brand new Division video. What if I guess today is a video going over the final global event that is available in the game right now. So yes, if you guys don't know, Global Event Blackout is back, and this is the final global event of 2018. Now don't worry, I'm pretty sure we're getting some in 2019 as well. I think there's 2 of them. But for now, for this year, this is the final one. So as I said, I want to give you guys a tips and tricks video. I want to show you guys a build I would recommend using for this global event as well, and go over the masks and modifiers and stuff like that. So if you guys enjoyed this video or find it helpful, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more videos, and without further ado, let's get right into this. So starting off first, for the classified gear, what you're going to be getting from this global event is classified defense, classified deadeye, classified strikers, and classified tacticians authority. So you have a really good mixture of both PvP and PvE builds right here. Defense really good for PvP and PvE. Deadeye really good for PvE as well, and you can use it in PvP. Striker really good for PvE. And lastly, you have Tactician's Authority, which you can pretty much use for both. Moving on for the masks, so the first mask you guys can get is the Fist of Fury, and this is what it looks like. This is like the panda mask, and all you have to do is perform a melee shot kill on 200 enemies. This one's pretty easy. If you just play the game, if you just play this global event, you can get this really easy, and I'm pretty sure I got this within like an hour or 2 of actually playing. The one recommendation I would give you guys for this mask is play a mission that's pretty long. Don't play something like Lexington, because those are pretty easy and pretty fast, and there's not really that many enemies. Just play a mission that's really long and you can get a lot of kills, and as I said, if you just play this, if you just grind this global event, you will get this 100%. Moving down, we have the Safety First mask, and all you have to do in order to get this is complete an activity during blackout without shocking yourself. Now I know this might sound a little bit hard, but honestly it's a little bit easier than you think. All you have to do is just really sit in the map and not do anything. You can either A, have your friends or your teammates do everything, or B, if you want to participate, just play very careful, play really slow, and you will get this mask 100% your first try. Last but not least, we have the Thunder and Lightning mask, and all you have to do for this one is kill 500 enemies while they are shocked. So as I said, this is like very similar to the first mask. As long as you just play the global events, as long as you just play the missions, you will get this mask really quickly, and something like incursions or legendary missions might give you a better kind of timing on this, because obviously you get more enemies in those missions, they are a little bit longer. So if you want to do that, if you want to get this even faster, try that and see if that helps you out. But once again, those are the 3 masks you can get in this global event. As for the missions where you can change the modifier and play on something a little bit different, we have Hudson Refugee Camp, General Assembly, Lincoln Tunnel, Times Square, and Falcon Lost Incursion. Moving on to the modifiers, so the first one that's always active is the Blackout modifier, and pretty much what it does is agents are equipped with shock ammo that stun enemies. Shooting or running builds your charger meter. The more charge, the more damage you inflict. So once again, this one's always active. The next one we have is the Extreme Blackout, and this is the Blackout Behavior Plus. You can instantly kill enemies with overcharged melee attacks, but if you miss, you will stun yourself and your allies. So pretty much if your meter is filled up all the way, you can just punch the enemy no matter what it is. It's gonna one-hit them and you're pretty much gonna kill them instantly. So this one's really fun and pretty good. The final modifier we have is a Total Blackout, and this is the Extreme Blackout Behavior Plus. Your charge meter will cool down faster when close to other group members. So for this modifier, if you are playing it, just make sure you are really close with your teammates. If you guys are using something like a shield build or something like that, you just want to stick together and your meter is going to cool down way quicker. Anyways, that's pretty much everything for the modifiers, the playlist, the masks, and the gear sets. That's pretty much everything that you should know about this global event. The final thing I do want to go over is the build, and this is something I would recommend making 100% and using it for this global event. So what I'm talking about is the 6-piece classified defense build. Now don't worry, before you guys freak out, if you don't have this build, if you have you know, like 3 or 4 pieces of gear of defense and you're still missing the full set, it is okay. You could still make this build and pretty much get the same kind of potential out of it. So the first option you guys can make is this one. This is with a Ninja Rag backpack, and you want to use 3-piece defense, 2-piece striker with a exotic backpack. This is pretty much going to give you the shield with the SMG. It's also going to give you the extra enemy armor damage from the striker, and obviously you have the Ninja Rag backpack to pretty much unlock everything. And lastly, you want to make this one. This is for anyone that's new to the game or coming back, or you don't have any classified gear, nothing like that. You can make this with 4 defense, and 2 pieces of final measures. And the defense, obviously, again, it's going to give you the shield with the SMG, and the final measures is going to give you 25% exotic damage resilience, which is really good for PvE. But anyways, going back to the regular build, I do want to show you guys the weapon and what I have rolled on my gear. So first up for the weapon, I'm using a house with Hurried, Deadly, and the card count exotic talent. And then for my weapon mods, I'm using everything with critical hit chance and critical hit damage, as you guys can see. And the one thing I do want to say, if you are going to be using this build, and if you're not going to be using the PP19, just say another submachine gun like the House or the AUG Navy MP5N, I would recommend using Hurried 100%. You have to use this talent. It's going to reload so much quicker. It's going to put you back in combat so much quicker, and it's just really helpful with the shield. You are already slow, you're already clunky, so the extra reload speed is really useful, and trust me, it's going to help you out. Anyways, moving on to the main part of the video, and that is the gear. So the first thing on the chest piece, we have stamina, health, enemy armor damage, ammo capacity, and I'm actually using a stamina and skill power mod, and a firearms and skill power mod here. Moving down for the mask, we have stamina, skill power, damage to leads, and then for the mod, we're using another firearms and skill power mod. For the knee pads, we're using stamina once again with 8% critical hit damage, damage to leads, disarming resistance, increased kill XP, and then for the mods, we're using a firearms and skill power mod with a 4.50% ballistic shield damage resilience mod. For the backpack, we have stamina, skill power, bleed resistance, and then for the mods again, we have a firearms and crit chance mod with 2 4.50% ballistic shield damage resilience mods. Now you don't have to use a firearms and crit chance mod. The only reason I'm using this one is because I don't really need any more skill power to unlock my max shield, my max health shield. So you guys can use something like EDR, you can use something else like health or something like that. I just have crit chance because this is honestly the first mod I saw, and that's what I put on. For my gloves, I'm using stamina, critical hit damage, SMG damage, and enemy armor damage. And lastly, for the holster, we have critical hit chance once again with a 4.50% ballistic shield damage resilience mod. So yeah, that is pretty much the build. It's a really simple and easy build to make. All you really have to do is go to 9k stamina with 123,000 or 122,000 skill power so you can get the max health shield. And it's a really simple build, as I said, and it's really good. The final thing I do want to go over are the abilities. So the first thing I'm using is the booster shot, and this is pretty much just for the damage, nothing else. The healing is pretty much non-existent with this, especially with 9k stamina. So that's why I'm using a booster shot, just for the extra damage and damage resilience. And then for the shield, I'm actually using the assault shield with 2.35 million health, as you guys can see. And lastly, for the talents, we have critical save, combat medic, strike back, and precision, and that is pretty much it for my talents. And that's that. But anyways, that's going to be it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions on this build or this global event in general, let me know in the comment section below. I'll respond to all my comments. But once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.